Do you feel like a ping pong ball out there, stepping out into the world, and you wake up and you feel pretty calm, and then all of a sudden you get into your life and you get into arguments with this person, and somebody cuts you off on the road, and your emotions are all over the place, and your physical body feels like it's going one way, and your emotional body going another way, and you just don't even know what end is up and what's happening, and there's so much energy out in the world that is just confusing. It's just confusing. Is this you? Does this pretty much capture what experience you're having in your life? And if so, I encourage you to watch this video where I'm going to talk about triggers. I'm Dr. Jess Bell and founder of Energetic Osteopathy, putting the power back into your hands and helping you transform your body from the inside out. And this video is all about triggers. We're going to look at triggers from an energetic perspective, what they are, and really what purpose they're serving in your life. I look at everything energetically. The body is an energetic landscape, and inside your body lives so much energy. Your body is entirely made of energy of varying frequencies. And when you get all the way into the fabric of your subconscious, there's a lot of energy that got into that subconscious state of your body that's not yet fully processed, and that creates dense pockets of energy. So we walk around in our lives not aware that they're there, but all of a sudden we come up against someone who maybe pushes a button or triggers us in some way, and all of a sudden we fly off the handle and we don't even know what happened. What's happening is that you are getting triggered, meaning there's a part of you deep, way down into the subconscious of your being that got activated, it got turned on. There was a switch that was amplified because it matched the energetic frequency of the person feeding you something that you resisted, something that really didn't feel good in your body. And triggers are gifts, and that's the point of this whole video, is to recognize it as such. So when we go out in the world and we feel like we're just getting rubbed the wrong way by something or someone out there, the truth is, when it activates that part of you that has unprocessed energy inside of your body, that trigger is calling you in to identify where in the body that trigger is located. When we take in information, whether it's from some past experience that we had, whether it's from some past life event, if you are somebody that can feel into that truth, we hold energy in a very dense form or an unprocessed form somewhere in the body, and it just sits there and it's quite silent. We don't know it's there. And then all of a sudden we go into the world and we get activated, we get triggered, and that trigger is a message, and it lets you in to the inside world of your body. Because when we get activated, it turns on that little connection point, that dense energetic container shows us that it's there. So we follow it in. So when you get into that argument, oftentimes where we end up feeling it is right at the top of the stomach, or maybe it's in the heart, or maybe we feel a burning sensation in our throat, or maybe all of a sudden we get pain and it's located right in that left shoulder area that we're just having such discomfort, and we've had so much discomfort and we don't know why, but we know that when we get activated by stressful situations, our shoulder starts to burn. What's happening there is energetic. Your body, being the brilliant machine that you have, is showing you where to go. And so instead of bouncing around, right? We don't even know what to do when we get triggered. We just start to loop around in spirals. We don't even know how to get rid of it, how to feel better. Maybe we go and we turn to food or alcohol, or we get into another argument with somebody else, directing that energy sideways from us, when the truth is, it doesn't belong to anyone or anything else. And just by soothing ourselves with food or alcohol or getting into another argument, it doesn't go into the root. So this is all about taking that energy from the trigger and drawing it back into yourself, into your body. Find it in your body. And if you can dissect it out and get out of your emotional state and move it into the body where it's located, that's the first step. Once you have a sense of where you're triggered, then you can direct your attention there. When you direct your attention to the part of your body that got activated, you actually start the healing process instantaneously. Acknowledging that part of your body that was activated begins, it's about 80% of the healing work, as opposed to resisting it, because that's our natural state. We naturally try to resist. When we're triggered, we want to get out of our bodies as fast as possible. So let's do the opposite. I encourage you to go into the body, find it, and once you're there, notice it. What does it feel like? Can you just reside with it? Can you be a part of it? And even more than that, can you bring your attention into the core of it? Because once you locate it, it actually has its own mechanism for dissolving its own density. It's right in the middle. So when you see it, when you find it, go into it. Find it, move right into the core, and start to visualize it as light, as pulsations, as breath, as energy. Every dense collection of energy has its own release valve right in the center of it. And all that's required is that you take your attention and you follow it into it and find the center, and then breathe it open. As you inhale, you expand the space inside of that dense energy pocket, and as you exhale, you watch it literally dissolving away. And this is something that you can't overdo, because the world right now is a very triggering place. And what's really happening is we're all being called to do our own work. If we go out there and we just ping pong ball around, or we're just bumper cars, we bump into one situation and we get really triggered and activated by that, which makes it more likely that we're going to bump into another situation, and all of a sudden we're just bumping around in life without accomplishing any real healing work. Because everything out there is serving to bring you back into your body, to show you where you're holding energy. And when you can find it and get really comfortable with bringing your attention, your breath, and dissolving it from the inside out, it becomes second nature. And then you're actually healing every day. And that's the whole point of this. We're here to become self-healers. We're here to reclaim our ability to know how to do this work. I'm here to guide you and show you how this is done. And it's so much more simple than you possibly can imagine. It just takes practice, and it takes inverting the entire experience. So when you feel activated from something that's happening in your outer world, take it within you. Take it to the body. Find it inside of your body. Notice it. See it. Feel it. Be with it lovingly. Breathe with it. Reside with it like a mother will comfort her newborn baby. That's what we do. That's how we heal. That's how we transform ourselves energetically from the inside out. That's how I work with all my patients, and that's how I work with myself. This is how I've treated myself now for years, dissolving emotional density, dissolving physical pain. I no longer am dependent upon practitioners to help me move through things in my own body that have gotten really dense and contracted. I've dissolved pain that actually had been in place for most of my life just by practicing what I'm offering you here. So I encourage you to practice this. If this video has been helpful to you, please press that subscribe button and like this video so that you can be notified of when new content comes available. You can share it with your friends and share how useful it is to get into your body and begin to do this work. The more you do this, the more helpful it'll be, I guarantee you. So stay tuned, where I am returning weekly to give you these videos where I'll offer you one special tool to help you transform your body from the inside out. Thanks so much for watching.